Well, I don't think there were very many women yet.
There weren't.
Because I think we were some of the first, at least in California, and maybe the United States, I don't know.
Because it was so obvious that there was a lot of fans out there that really looked up to that poster and what it represented.
This story marks a time in history when women didn't normally work outside the household. Things were different.
That's the first job I ever had, and it was wonderful.
They said, what is a differential? And I said, it's the rear end of a car. And they said, she's hired. And from then on, I was hired.
There was this amazing workforce that came out of these women in the 40s who said, we can do it. And that's how it all started. We're just thrilled to meet two ladies who were of the first to show up for work during that difficult time. And both were honored to do so. Many people don't understand that in 1941, when the war broke out, it was a completely different America. The men made the money, the women stayed home, they took care of the kids. Suddenly, America was attacked.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
My father said, you're not to work and help our country, and also that we weren't going to lay around the house.
Her and her sister were the first of 3 women to arrive at the Alameda Air Base near Oakland, California, to rivet planes back together after they had been shot up.
I worked in the assembly and repair. That was another portion of that place, and I worked on the machinery. We bucked rivets in the shop I was in too.
And I was in the wing. I was holding the bar and they were hitting the rivets. And I was inside holding this bar, and it was rough.
Can you imagine the patriotism in 1942 when every factory in the country was saying, women, we need you, come to work, we have to supply the war. And hundreds and thousands of women across the country jumped up to the call, left their families behind at home for the workday. I'm sure it wasn't an easy struggle, but they did it. And let's don't forget them.
The red polka dot bandana we got at the 5 a dime.
Yeah.
It had to be large because otherwise it wouldn't go around your hair. And they didn't want even any of your hair to show if you were working around machinery.
Basically, United Press International came out and did a photo shoot to kind of try to help educate women on what they should wear in the workplace for safety.
I remember watching him take her. It was a big flash. Yeah, I remember that, definitely. By that lay. Yeah, wondered why, they took her over there and there was a big flash. They were taking that picture of her. Yeah, the dress was the one they put me in. And the other, Naomi was on this side and another girl on the other side.
Ada Wynn and Naomi Parker were featured in this United Press International press release, which really ran in probably hundreds of papers. We don't know how many throughout the country, But they are on record at the National Park Service. You can look at the pictures and see Naomi Parker's name under it. Refreshing the memories of our youth, of how that all started, how working women came about. I think it's amazing. I think it's wonderful, and I think that these ladies represent it so well, because the first words out of Naomi's mouth were, "It wasn't just me." We all stood up our hands and said, "We can do it."
And we all got together though, and we all said, "We can do it. We can do it."
You know, for years and years and years, Geraldine Doyle was honored as the lady in the red bandana. It was clearly thought that she was the lady working at the lathe, and that the poster was based on that photograph. And innocently so. She looked very much like Naomi Parker. But when the girls went to the big Rosie the Riveter reunion and saw the picture up there with Geraldine Doyle's name under it, they knew in an instant that was not Geraldine Doyle. That was in fact Naomi Parker. The same photo had run on the front pages of newspapers throughout the country.
I saw that picture and I said, "Oh, there's a picture of me." And then I said, "Oh, my goodness, they've got somebody else's name under it."
I knew what it said underneath her original picture because I kept it. It said, "They say she's de-glamorized, but we don't think so." And this other one, they had cut that off and put the other girl's name on it.
Quite a bit of studying has been done about the painter who painted the "We Can Do It" poster, and is widely known that he used pictures in the media as inspiration for the final touches on his work. The fact that that polka dot bandana showed up on that "We Can Do It" poster in the same year that Naomi Parker Fraley showed up on the front pages of papers across the country, it'd be pretty hard to say that she was not the person behind the red bandana at the lathe, an inspiration for the "We Can Do It" poster. In presenting this article and spreading it into other areas of the media, we hope that it becomes widely known that Naomi Parker Fraley is the face behind the red bandana, and her genuine desire to get a message across to the kids of today.
To the young people, when you stand at the crossroads of life and you look upon the future, you have a long life ahead, and it's your right to choose the road that you wish to walk on. One road is darkness, and these influences are many. They beckon to you for your destruction. They will bring you down if you entertain them. It will cause you to despise yourself for the way you are walking. The other road is of love and charity, cleanliness of mind, peace, sweet and forgiving. It is the way in which you feel good about yourself. You are uniquely creative. There is no other one created exactly like you. You are an individual mold, and you have your very own talents and gifts. The road of light also beckons you, and is fulfilling with happiness in its wait. Set a goal for yourself, large or small, and pursue it. It will give you security, and it will cause you to be fulfilled. I speak this word in capital letters, and it is honor. Honor of the Lord, honor of the parents and country, honor of the military and community, friends and all. You will feel good about yourself, and it will show in your actions and on your face, and happiness will follow. In this age, you have been given many great opportunities before you. Go forth and learn as much as you can. You are a treasure, and the world waits for you. With love and respect and admiration, Naomi Parker Fraley.